Yo, what's going on, everybody? V.Me here. Today is Wednesday. Yes, third stream of the week. Yesterday, we spent a lot of time on Warriors Abyss and checking out some trailers for Steam Next Fest. A lot of stuff up there that was not gonna get shown on this channel. There was like maybe 3 wish lists that we saw total. Before that, on Monday, we did... Oh, snap. We did a hashtag ad for Marvel Rivals right after a Dead Cells segment. Rainbow build, was it possible? I'd like to confirm we were able to do it. Took us some time, just like we knew. But we did actually finish that run and got a nice platter, nice dessert of Marvel Rivals after. Today, we're going to be doing something a little similar. We're going to start off with a couple of Next Fest demos. I have Lost in Random as well as an Amazing Wizard lined up. I assume both will be short. We'll probably be able to figure out how they work relatively quickly. After that, we're going to try some perfectly normal Dead Cells, which we haven't done that in like a long time. And then, depending on how the rest of the day goes, it's either going to be Civ 7 with Wholesome vs. Live, which we've been trying to do for the past 3 weeks, but it's very difficult to get everyone on at the same time. So if we don't do that, we'll probably do our sponsored segment for Mecha Break, which I did like the tutorial, created my character, so I'm pretty sure when we load that up, it'll be pretty much exactly how the game should look. So should be fun. I did like the game during its beta last time. I think it's currently open beta now, so it's probably still very good. The game is surprisingly a lot better than you would think it is. Yo, Alphabet, good to see you. Also, shoutouts to people who follow over offline. We got Tronder Koopa, Viltamite, Voltamite, not to be confused with a Viltramite. Muzangetsu is probably a Bankai of some kind. And then we have Revi, Sway Artist, Rex McDurkin, Oreo, and Eager Beaver, all following the channel. Welcome to those folks. Let's go ahead and pull up today's game. Maybe start off with a trailer. We did watch the trailer before, but nothing wrong with showing it again. And or I need it for the footage. Alright, first one on the list, Lost in Random, the Eternal Die. Kill the music.
Let's roll, Fortune.
Isometric roguelike game. Embrace the power of the dice. Is like that your cast in Hades? So you have a basic weapon and then you can use the die every like 5 seconds or so. Even the odds. Now this part right here, this is the most exciting part to me. I'm not 100% sure what all that is, but that's the main thing I'm looking out for, is whatever that system is. That's probably where like 90% of the fun could be had in this. This looks so much better than the original game. Wait, you're telling me that there was a different Lost in Random game?
One more round.
Lost in Random, the Eternal Die.
Like this is a sequel or something? Yo, Pyro, good to see you. Visually, it looks good. Lost in Random. I mean, maybe it wasn't on Steam. Third-person puzzle type game. The puzzle game to roguelike pipeline. For some games, that's probably not good. Let's hope that Lost in Random isn't one of them. Let's go ahead and boot it up. Like I said, we looked at a lot of trailers for demos, and I can't say that I want to play most of what I saw. And that's not to be toxic. Like, I'm sure game dev is very difficult, but some of the stuff, my God, it's like either it's an AI game or someone took every bad idea from like a popular game and none of the good ideas. Or both. AI game and it's only the worst ideas you could possibly have. All right, let's try this. Yo, Rico, good to see you. So this is Lost in Random, the Eternal Die. First play of the game. Experience for experienced roguelite players. That's us, I assume. Really, I just care about the build making. The gameplay looked like stuff that I've done before.
Once upon a time, in the wonderful kingdom of random, everyone lived happily.
This dev is working on a new game that's like all stop motion.
This was all thanks
handcrafted
to the great Queen Alexandra, who fairly wielded the power of the ancient black dye.
How you do that in a video game, I have no idea.
But this black dye was an ally of many faces. As corruption spread, betrayal followed, and the kingdom soon fell like pieces on a board.
Okay, I like the story.
In this chaos, a sister's life was lost. But a long-lost friend returned.
Rip sister?
Fueled by vengeance, the reunited pair challenged the evil before them. But the odds were not in their favor.
Holy. Cthulhu dice.
And our heroes found themselves dragged into the twisted realms of the black dye.
Oh, am I playing the queen then? The Alexandra? Looked a lot taller than I saw from the trailers. Maybe I got reverted into a child form. Oh yeah, maybe that is exactly what happened.
Are you okay?
Voice acted, by the way.
Of course I'm Alexandra. Who else would I... By the dice makers. Fortune.
Or she's just shrunken.
Weaker too. For how long have we been trapped here? Never mind. It changes
So we're
nothing.
trapped inside
Let
the evil
us destroy
dice.
this place, one way or another.
If this is based on like a different game, then we're playing what, the boss of the older game. This plays like really well. This is super responsive. Normal attack. Charge attack. Looks good. Press A to dodge roll. A little bit of dodge revolution. The very quick dodge. Spammable even. Hold B to aim. Yeah, so definitely that's your cast. That's funny. Now it does have like a number that lands on, so we'll have to see if that number actually does something.
Alexandra, fortune.
Bear the Night. It looks good.
Who are you?
After all I've done for you, well, I am the Knight, the body of the Black Dye, the one you blame for losing everything.
I mean, it certainly looks like you're wrapped
Good.
up in this.
Then stop playing around and face my vengeance.
Oh, we will play, Alexandra, for I have prepared a game just for you.
Wait, is this thing evil or not? The way it talked, it sounded like it was trapped in here with me. All the bodies hanging around, wow. Crap. This game looks good so far. Do not fail me, game.
enters the board.
Pick. Equip ancient cards to unleash their magical powers. Alex, instead of Alexandra. Would you get the nickname Alex? Can carry one card at a time. Hold and press Y to do a card attack. Release for a perfect card. Card attacks cost energy. Collect energy by hitting enemies. So we start off with Juggler of Poison. Just AoE around myself. Oh, okay. I see what they're going for. Oh, wow. Fog of War. Alright, first enemy. I have no energy. Takes you a decent amount of time to get energy back. I mean, I did kind of spam, so maybe that's my fault. Relic Coffer. Coffers contain old forgotten magical treasures. Place them on the board to gain their powers. Match 3 or more of the same color to get a boost. Match colors must be aligned in a straight line horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. Pearls are mainly used for color matching and break when harnessed. Relics grant unique passive powers and do not break when harnessed for boosts. Interesting. These almost look like they were dual color, like green and blue, blue and purple. Running has a chance to strike nearby foes. Upon rolling a 4 or 6, conjure Seeking Tetrahedron that always crits. On a 3 or 5, stun. Like I said, I think this setup could be extremely interesting. Let's go for 4-6. We only have the one slot that's open. There's also blessings we're gonna get eventually. So yeah, I don't know if I need blue or if I need green. L2 to see what you got. Why does no one use the start button? Whoa. How'd I get here? All I did was press start. Oh, can you teleport? Yeah, I think I teleported to the entrance. Alright, I see what's going on there. Yo, Airless, welcome on in. Taco, good to see you. So, give me a 4-6. Already failed. 0 out of 10 games. Oh my god, alright. It's over. Chap, is it better to put every number as a power-up, or do you Giga Invest Hip Dust? Do you go for a 4 and 6 build, or do you try to put everything on every number? Oh, wow. So the amount of time it takes for the monster to actually do its attack? Ooh, we got the 4! You can easily just get tagged. So far, we only have one dodge, but it's relatively quick. Oh, where's the cooldown on my... Oh, I have to pick this thing up? Oh, I can spam it. I just have to pick it up. And there's probably blessings to, like, make it automatically return to you. I'm definitely impressed on how it looks. Wait, did that thing miss? Or did it try to hit 2 monsters? Choose 30% life. I guess I don't want to die yet. So I don't know if that means there's no health pots. We're gonna have to find this stuff at random. Maybe it's always paired with money. Perfect cast is pretty fun. There may be a world where like we try to invest in crit, because every time we get that 4 and 6, it's a critical hit. At least there's no dash attack. Not yet, anyway. Critical hits conjure a bouncing gust. Throwing fortunes significantly increases the critical chance of your next card attack. So it's this, right? So every time we get a 4 or a 6, we get a bouncing gust. I feel like the damage isn't very high. We'll go here. I don't think this is gonna count as a row right here. Oh, 2 ways to go. Am I missing something? I can only go this way. The other way is a one-way. Interesting.
Oi, dice wielder.
I'm broke. So, how much money did we see from that one option? It was like $25, right? So I would never have enough money to buy something.
Oi, oi, oi. Well, if it isn't a
Oi.
living customer and a dice wielder at that, did I win the old raffle or something?
A merchant inside the black die?
This is nice. It's like
Not
when you
any
add
merchant.
voice acting to your
Magic Jack's
roguelite,
the best trader around,
it
if you
already
ask
goes up a
me.
tier for me.
Also, the only one to be fair. Never knew I'd cherish Monopoly this much. I tell ya, makes saving up for that big pension a whole lot easier. Anyway, what you having?
Nothing. I can't afford anything at all. Let's keep an eye out. If this is a situation where you're never going to be able to afford from that first shop, that could be an issue. Increase the chance to evade all damage. Critical hits have a chance to replenish energy. Conjure a slow-moving storm cloud. So, Magnet. Is this a match 3 right here? Oh, wow, it was. 3% luck on the match 3. But it looks like these are exhausted now. Maybe I can still get the orange and the blue. Okay, so it only took away the green. So now, like, I could go blue here. This didn't give me the section above it, which I think is fine. We could go diagonal on blue as well. That would lock us out of some stuff. Like some other directions. New card. Echoes of a desperate cry that knocks back foes and stuns them. We'll try it.
I'll win this. It's in the cards.
I assume there's gonna be recycle later. Can't do anything with that just yet. I also assume that breaking stuff does not do anything for us. Open up. Oh, we can teleport, right? The loading time makes me just want to walk. All right, here we go. Give me a 4 or 6. That ain't it. Oh, no. Oh, no. It hasn't worked yet. Oh, no. We got a Storm Gust just then. Is the Storm Gust coming from me? Oops. I just want to see that. Cinders. We haven't seen cinders yet.
Leftovers from Mayor's
Chunks of
corruption.
misery, fear, and misfortune born from the burning of dark fuel. Hey, Kona, heck yeah, brother. Go for the next room.
What's your step, Fortune?
I wasn't sure if I could just squeeze through the center. Relics and pearls can be placed on top of each other. This destroys the placed treasure. Interesting. Destroying a relic removes its power. Already harnessed boosts remain. So you could like fix a relic that you aren't really utilizing in order to make purple. Because like we don't want to lose the gust, right? Or our 4 and 6. I guess you could skip for money. That's a tough one. Like obviously I could put that on a blink.
To battle.
But maybe I'm better off with the money. How do we feel about picking up the dice? Hades 1 has this system. If you remember Hades 1 cast, it was a literal like
Good work, Fortune.
blood jewel that you had to pick up off the floor. And there were some gods that actually let it come back automatically. And I feel like if those show up, you would typically want to grab it. But for the most part, being able to like just grab it over and over again, like I understand that might be strong in some cases, but I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Oh, I have no mana. This thing costs a lot more mana than I thought. And the range is deceptive. That was a lot farther than the indicator shows. I guess in some ways, because like it's an RNG roll every time you throw it. Like it's okay. The cyclone's coming from me, I think. Instead of it coming from whatever's doing the critical hit. Another boost. We gotta be playing the game wrong. I don't think I'm supposed to be actually just recycling those. Maybe this will help. So we go for Relic Coffer for sure. Or it may be that you should leave all the pearls on the floor and pick them up later. Picking up Fortune grants dash, a charge of explosion. Carrying Fortune grants a chance to spawn seeking ghosts. Weapon hits give you additional shards. Forgot we could go diagonal too. I feel like it's this below. Because I was talking about like I'm constantly picking it up. How many demos have I gone through already? None. This is our first one. Not because I didn't find a single game I want to play, but more so there's other things I've been needing to play instead. Like games that got updates and such. Or sponsored streams like Mecha Break and Marvel Rivals. So this is actually our first demo. I mean, I forgot. We actually posted... Hang on. Chat. Can I get an exclamation point latest in the chat, please? LATEST. I posted a YouTube vid today, which is a sponsored segment, but I think it's a demo that's up right now. Oh my god. Like very delicate movements of avoiding damage. I guess now I see the benefits of like picking up the dice. You can actually make a build off that. Yeah, so today we had a I guess that's technically the wrong link, even though it does kind of go back to it. We'll do this manually. So Terminal Brigade is a game that I've been playing for like a couple of weeks now for the sponsored vid, but I do think it is also up on Next Fest. Check out V's most recent YouTube vid. A game where digital gods help you make busted builds. Put in the ad, boom, and then you pin it. That's only a 10-minute video. If you all could do me the favor, check that one out, or at least just click into it and then leave it on your browser till you're ready for it. Mano, good to see you. Good to catch you live again. I've seen snippets of this. How am I liking it so far? So, I think this is the best part of the game right here. Trying to figure out, like, what pieces you want. If you could get the bonus off of matching the colors. So, like, right now, ideally, we want to find blue. It didn't show up, so we're going to go yellow. And it's going to go here to possibly get a diagonal matching yellow. And, like, that's actually fun. Some of the combat stuff we've seen before in other games. I'm not going to say that it's a bad thing. But definitely the build-making potential is in here. And that's the part I'm most excited about. We're only like 10 minutes in, though. Could be better. What are my thoughts on Minecraft? I have no thoughts on Minecraft. I've never played it before, and I probably never will. Oh, crap. We found healing in an urn. Like, what do I get out of playing Minecraft? There's so many new games that have come out. You could say, oh, V, do you want to play a sandbox game? I could play Terraria, I guess. V, do you want to build a base and play a base building game? I could play Terraria. V, do you want to, like, storyboard? Make up your own kind of game. I could just play Terraria. Minecraft is chill. I could just play Animal Crossing if I want a chill game. I could play some Rift of the Necrodancer and get beats out of it. Is this like the previous game where the die is used in combat? So for those who know Hades, the die is your cast in Hades 1. You press circle, and then you throw it at enemies. The difference is that it rolls a dice. If I land on a 4 or a 6, I fire out a critical bullet. And that bullet, if it hits an enemy, also creates a tornado. So it's like, it's got a little bit more... Oh, I thought that was an enemy. I mean, it's probably a boss.
Sweet Princess Natalia, is it? It must have been decades.
Decades?
Are you blind?
Oh,
Natalia
right.
is dead. This is Alexandra, the wretched girl who threw our dead and dry bones into the black dye.
Wow, should you play the first game?
Dublé, pestering my childhood wasn't enough. I hoped I had seen the last of you. Well, Mayor the Knight recognized our true worth, and now you are the unwelcome guest in our castle. Unfortunately, this little adventure ends now.
Well, scripted death incoming. Mace armor of Sixtopia, spear armor of Sixtopia. Cannot stun the boss. Confirmed. I thought that was like an AoE attack or something. Every time I pick up the dice, I get 1 stack of burning dash. Yo, they're tagging in? I kind of wish I could stun the boss. They seem to be immune. And I don't mind if like they're resistant to stun, but I'd like it to at least work a little bit.
Two heads are better than one, dear.
2v1 situation. Are you invulnerable? Yeah, they're invulnerable when they load in. This is a little nasty. Multicast? What was that? I've never seen that. Maybe just focus on the one. Alright. One more. Did not think I was in that. I was saying, can I get 1, 4, or 6 at all? Relic Coffer. Energy is replenished passively over time. That seems good. It's a good orange. Conjures a slow, revolving storm cloud that strikes nearby foes with lightning. How does this activate? Is it timed? Charged ice cream scoop. I don't know how that activates. We're just gonna go for this here. We get the bonus. 50% cards. What does that mean? What's plus 50% cards? Is it card damage? Like now my triangle button does 50% more damage? Match treasures of this color to boost card damage. All right, thank you, devs, for actually letting me know what that does. I expect it to be a guess. Do I get all this? Pick. I'm gonna assume no. Yes? Take. Yeah, pick to me is like you only get 1. A perfect face for an imperfect princess. That's toxic. So I assume we got a bunch of currency and some drip. I would like to have like 1 other dice if possible. We have 4 and 6 covered. Oh, that was the demo? Really? That was relatively quick.
What in random? We're not dead, Fortune.
Yo, look at this Tim Burton looking area. Chat, the game looks good.
A dice wielder. Oh, luck has finally turned. I'm Chance. Welcome to the sanctuary.
So this must be your hub if you die.
Went dark and then we
I
fell
didn't
into a
die,
pile
I
of
won.
junk.
Yes, death is not final here. It is but one of Mare's evil ways to
Scripted
imprison
death.
us and harvest our misery. But in you, I see hope. You can break us free from Mare's daunting grasp.
If defeating Mare is what it takes to destroy the Black Dye, then...
It is. Hurry. Find me at the mysterious
Uh-oh.
portal.
Is Chance evil? They're a little too, happy to let us know we need to kill Mare. A little too enthusiastic. The remains of the once living Pips still brimming with the creator's magic. Pip dust. Cool looking area.
There's something about this fountain. Those statues.
Lady of the Lake. It just licked its own eyeball.
That wonderful smell! Oh, my child.
Armor? Impossible. I ended you. You and your sisters.
Yeah, so this is all stuff from the first game or something.
And yet, here we are, feeding Mare with our misery. But with my blessings, we can restore your lost strength.
Oh, did we find the meta?
Blessings? You'd sooner curse me. Keep your filthy magic away.
Do you want to regain your strength, or not?
Blessings! Choosing a blessing. Each slot offers 2 blessings. You can only equip one of them. So this is the kind of meta where you can just pick one of the 2 things. I guess there's 3 options here. Max health, damage up, or energy. Not the most exciting choices. Oh, wait, never mind. It's 2 on each one of these. So it's max health or increase the max health granted by the Shard of Vitality. The Shard of Vitality? I don't even know what that is. Increase all damage to regular foes, or increase all damage to Mare's higher servants, which I assume are the bosses. Defeating a foe grants extra energy. Hitting a foe grants energy shards. Only on hitting it with your dice, which you're going to be doing all the time, I think. The health one isn't like super exciting. The other ones seem to be okay. Like you may not want to do one over the other.
Ah, you look ready? Enter Mare's dark games here. But beware, these challenges are rigged, and no 2 visits are alike.
Roguelike game!
Rooms twist and turn, treasures are found and lost again. A foe that you have beaten returns.
Random rules.
This journal might provide some sense of order along the way. Now, if anyone can defeat Mare and lead us out of this nightmare, it is you. Best of luck, Dice Wielder.
All right, let's see if we can do something any different than what we just did on our first attempt. We got to the boss and beat it. It's making it seem like rules will change based on like going back in. A journal granted by chance, a place of order where everything else is random. Press RT to open. Yeah, it's just your compendium. Just fine. I highly doubt... I mean, we'll see once we go back in. We haven't used this red currency yet either.
Your power. While we restore you, you must rescue
Cinder.
my
Chunks of misery, fear, and misfortune born from the burning of dark fuel, or when a soul is freed from Mare's corruption. So that's what we get from bosses?
Brought me some pip dust, have you? Give my best to Ema.
We'll have to see where we spend that. We may not have whoever that NPC is yet. Could be this way. Once you unlock the path. I would say the game seems to be good. It's just a short demo. We'll see if the run coming up can be any different from what we did before.
I'm stronger. Alma's blessings are working.
I guess the game assumed I died. Hurl enemies and inflict weak. Definitely wish I could recycle those. So if the game says stuff like rules will change, it definitely didn't do that, but that could be like difficulty-wise. Oh, that's a fun spell. Very different from what we had before. I just love eating damage in this game. Ooh, okay, that was sick. Rolling a 1 or 5 conjures poison clouds. Rolling a 1 or 2, Fortune erupts volcanic stones that do burn. I guess you could go center. There's nothing really wrong with that. All right. I think the game is pretty great. I'm excited about the release for this one. Yeah, I will say I'm excited about it. I already have some stuff that I would like to see. Outside of that, you know, it's probably legit. Oops. I already forgot what I need to roll. Okay, so those were our volcano pieces, right? Inflicts the burn. Like, this gameplay feels pretty good. It felt good, it's just that the synergies I got, I feel like it wasn't really like aiming for the monster. And then we got a tornado, which also didn't really aim at the monsters either. I wonder if there are builds that don't throw the dice. Or, like, if you could make it so that the dice is more likely to land on a 4 or 6. Like, there's a lot of dice roguelike games out there where manipulating the dice is actually, like, the most important part. Like, you could put as many things as you want on it, but the real fun is, oh, my dice only ever hits 4s and 6s. Like, there is no other option. That's how I made it. If we can get to that level, that would be nuts. But I don't know if that's the direction they are gonna go in. What do we got? New card. Knockback and stun, that's the one that we already had. Cannot recycle, at least not yet. I don't know what's in the demo, so I don't know what I can say. Been able to play more than the demo, there may be secret NDA stuff. Got it.
Let's fight, Fortune.
Maybe I shouldn't be playing the demo. I mean, in some ways, it's like, if the demo is gonna make or break how I think about the game, and it's like, oh, well, you have to play a little bit, like, further to know when the game's gonna be good.
We're unstoppable.
I mean, not that it's not good, but know what the really cool features are. Oh, this one's a triple. Significantly increases the crit of your next card. Charged weapon does poison. I never press the charge. Weakened enemies conjure additional energy shards. I think we have weak. Could go diagonal. Oh wow, I just almost walked into that. Yeah, I believe my triangle button does weak. Oh wow, those persist. Yeah, if that's the way that works. That's build making, right? If I kill them with Y, I almost get a full refund. Color match to boost luck. The pearl breaks in the process. So that's free? I wonder if this will give me like an additional thing. Replace. I thought the pearls... Oh, I guess pearls always break the thing that was on it. Oh, crap. It fully breaks it. I thought I would at least get the color. Oops. Well, my bad. There's a one-way over here. There is teleport, but I can only teleport to like specific spots. So you do have to walk. There's not like a deal breaker, I guess.
Mind your feet, Fortune.
Getting the relic coffers is probably the most fun thing in the game, TBH. So this goes here for sure. I didn't even read the other stuff. Being below half HP increases all damage dealt. So I guess the goal is to maybe use the pearl once you get the boost. Like, once you expend that color. This is
Hello
new.
there! Back to finish rack off, are ya? Wait, a masked adventurer and a living, breathing die?
It speaks? Impossible. What are you, one of Mare's minions?
No, the Formageddon brought me here. He
Formageddon.
discarded me. Please, Rakdos
This game
wants
looks
me
good.
whole
Oh
again.
yeah.
Quiet! You'll bring foes and misfortune straight to us. Promise to stay silent and we will make you whole again.
Silence it is! Just find my body and attach my head to it. Thank you.
Is it like
thank
a quest on this map? Supposedly there's a body somewhere that I can attach this to. Alright, keep a lookout. I was gonna say, is it literally right here? So we'll get the yellow. This is more weak tech, which is actually really good for us, but we're gonna do the expend. We got bonus card damage, and then if we find red, it goes here. Purple can diagonal from down here, actually, so maybe we want the red in this corner. So like that right there, that's the best part of the game, I think. I want to do more of that. Rescue. Diceling +1.
Almost dicelings.
Drain the abandoned dicelings cast into the black die by Alexandra during the No Dice War. Weak but alive, unlike their fallen dice wielders. If you all know this game, let me know if I need to play the first one. Because the amount of lore they're dropping me makes it seem like the first one's
That's a
really
new
good.
one. Let's bring it down.
Whoa! Oh my god, this thing's real. This thing's harder than the boss I fought. Oh, I thought that was gonna be the body to stick the head on. Rip. Get money or heal yourself. No shop yet. feel like you gotta go heal until you figure out where the shop is. Is this not something we've done? Oh, that's the entrance. Okay. I saw the red icon on it. I thought it was probably more combat. The first one is worth playing. Completely different playstyle. Someone said it was a puzzle game. Is that right? All right, more Fog of War. One thing I'm seeing that could be an issue, and like, I don't know if it is or not, I'm finding myself walking into Fog of War, and there's like a trap right in the front of the room. And I think if I go too fast, I'll probably just go straight into the trap before I really realize it's there. I stacked weak and could spam my spells. Pearl Coffer. So this is purple. We're gonna try putting it here because this could be like a purple red. And we don't want to waste that chance. Again, that very cool mechanic.
To test your might, roll and prove it.
Dice challenge?
Throw your die to start the fight.
Like the fact I can just spam this. My build's legit. Oh, I was about to say, where's my reward? There's the purple red. On weapon hits, get a chance to summon a wisp. So if we put this here, we should get both red and purple. And like that to me is like actually cool. That's a 10 out of 10 mechanic. Yo, keep up, dice, keep up.
Let me lighten that purse for you.
This room's like unfortunate. I never have the money to do anything in here. It's like if you skip the money reward on even one fight, then you don't ever have the money for the first shop. What is this system, please? So basically what's happening, there's relics like you would expect from any game. And the relics have a color code to them. So right now, this book is a blue book, but it was a blue-red. Yeah. So I had a red here, I input a red here, and it gave me a match 3 of red, which in turn gave me 50% weapon damage. But then I also had a diagonal of purple, and the purple was 50% conjurations, which I assume are like summons or something. Conjuration. Boost conjuration damage, which is summon, poison, burn, and lightning. So you could get like just raw damage out of this stuff that has nothing to do with the relics that you have. Well, a little bit to do with them. But you could technically like swerve if you want to, or like hard invest on one stat. Like it opens up a lot of cool ideas. As far as I know, the boss is coming up, and the boss was like the last thing. It's a very short demo.
Oh dear. Beating us no matter how many times you... So you're trapped here just like me then?
Oh, are we getting a castle dog? A pup?
Oh, for random sake, focus!
It's good dialogue, though. This boss was like a little easy for us, but maybe this build is gonna struggle. Gonna say, I gotta stop getting hit by that move. First time ever getting hit by that. There is a charge mechanic on me using my spell, which is this line attack. Oh wait, this is different. She's a mage now. I'll say, where'd they go?
Let's tip the scale in our favor, wife.
All right, 2v1. Oh, it's firing a missile now. I don't think it did that before. I feel like I should just focus on the spear one. All right, easy clap. I'm a little focused, but it's not that bad of a fight, I feel. There we go. Relic coffer. Though I think the run's over at this point. So we have no blue here. Multicast chance. Legend? How do I know what multicast is? Defeating a foe rewards a stack of 5% damage. Resets when you take damage. Perfect cards inflict weak. So that means I can swerve out of my current card. Devs, I would love to be able to look at the stuff I currently have equipped. Oh, R2 button? Huh. I don't see that R2. No, it's not R2. Is it Y? How'd I do that? R1. Okay. So we're doing defeating a weakened enemy gives you energy shards. So having perfect card does weak allows us to use any card we want, not just the current one. Just where do you put it though? Maybe you go here to open up the possible diagonal. There's also enhancements. Like all of this down here. All these blessings too. Feel like there's probably a lot to this game. I assume none of this matters if the run's over, right? Yeah. I mean, hey, it's a short demo. There's a lot of cool things in there. I would say my initial worry
Was something else.
was I thought it was just gonna be a Hades-like, where okay, you have your basic attacks, you have your cast, which is throwing this. I have a special, which is my Y. I don't have it right now, but it ended up being a lot more interesting than I thought. Again, probably the best part of the whole game is this: the inventory with the different relics that you put in. Those were really fun. I guess like the idea of enhancements and different weapons down here. Maybe you could even have different kinds of dice is cool. There were some dice that were like land of 1 or 2 or land of 4 or 6. If I could make a dice that does more 4s and more 6s like a lot of other dice roguelikes do, that could be really cool. Kind of depends on like how deep they want to go into that system, or they just keep it as pure combat with like relics.
I see you returning.
I feel like
from Mare's
that's
dark games.
that's
Don't let
worst case
defeat
scenario,
cloud you
right?
with misery. That's what Mare
Just the
wants.
combat with like a dice throw and then some relics. That's like bare minimum. If they want to like giga cook this,
Instead, use it
then
as a
allow me to like
strategic
really
move.
transform the way how the dice might land. Obviously, weapons would be really nice. I feel like the shop, I never had enough money to actually
So,
do
let's
something
attach
with
the
it.
pawn's head to the
See if this is a mechanic that we want to see.
My body, at last.
My body!
Back and betting on black. Oh,
Does this favor by any chance involve pulling?
yes. Be the good old rat creation. If you can bring me
So this is where we use
I
cinders.
can become whole again. Nothing burns better in
There's
the
different weapons. All we have access to is this one. Weapons offer enhancement paths, each unlocking unique effects. There can only be one path active at a time. So you could play basic path, which is crit. Charge attack path, which gives you windstorms. Burn path, which is off of combos. And then healing path, which I guess allows you to not have to spend money on health. Okay. It's interesting. The only thing I don't like about these, this almost reminds me of Wizard of Legend 2. Or, no, Wizard of Legend 1 probably is closer. Where you start off with specific elemental types. And the game may not even give you that when you go in. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna start off with this burn setup. I would like to buff my burn even more. But all the initial stuff is gonna be crit and conjure. I guess conjure works for burn too.
See? We'll have these weapons out of my body and into your hands in no time. I'm sure of it.
I like the idea of the crit one and the charge attack one. The elemental ones are the only ones that get me a little worried. The meta is pretty basic. Max health, damage, and then energy, which lets me use more cards. It's like nothing crazy. Nothing that we haven't seen before. So I think for the most part, we just gotta wait to see like what does a longer run look like once I have more fleshed out relics in here. I guess we already know what the enhancements are, and then what this is down here. Like, can I make a better dice or not? Need to put a little more work into the weapon paths. It's like it's baseline. It works. But yeah, that could get cooked too. For all I know, you could like hit your own dice with your sword or something like that to get a second reroll without having to rethrow it. There's so many ideas that you could go this way. That was our first demo though. I'd give that one a recommendation. Absolutely. We have one more coming up. An amazing wizard. You've made some cool builds already. Yeah, I think the ideas are there to make good builds. Like, I can see the building blocks, no pun intended. That weak setup I had allowed me to spam my special because I got almost a reset on every kill. So that could be, like, really fun by itself. Alright, chat, just like last time, let's look at the trailer. An amazing wizard. "2D fast-paced Metroidvania-inspired spell-slinging roguelike, where you'll create spells, Master 7 elemental and merge 120 unique spells in order to create endless possibilities. That's a bold claim. Choose from two. These are really high numbers, by the way. 120, 250, 250. Like, that by itself is like a really good sign. The dev also reached out for this one. They said that this is Dead Cells meets Noita. Which is like usually up my alley. It's just really hard to pull that off. Roguelike action game where you can create magic. Seven different elemental wizards. Same text. It's just the color change makes me think it's new text. 200 plus artifacts. Like that's a real number. Like when you think of endless possibilities, you could put that into any game. And it's definitely not. Create your own magic. The roguelike where you can create your own magical spell, unlock your true power, escape the world, reclaim your memory and your true name. Chat, we have amnesia. It's like we're back in the isekai all over again. I died, went to another land, and I lost my memory. So now I don't even know that I'm in another land. How's it an isekai if I have amnesia? That's all I know is the new place. Chat, load it up. Load it up. 150 of the 200 artifacts are just stat up. That's the Neon Abyss issue. It's like half of the power-ups were gun power, attack rate, health. Isaac has that issue. How many different Isaac weapons are all just one additional heart or tears up? That's interesting. I wonder if people care about that. Because I'm sure if it was in any other game than Isaac, it'd be an issue. But if it's in Isaac, it's, you know, the best game ever made. Alright, this is Amazing Wizard. It says it's a prologue. Hopefully I didn't install the wrong thing. Alright, we do have D-pad movement. Never mind. Up and down goes to menu. Left and right actually works. Alright, Dev, I think that may have been a mistake. I wonder if this is a controller or a keyboard game. Hey, handsome, my name is Kalia. To me, you look like an amazing wizard, so I'll call you that. Hi, Mushroom Lady. What are you doing here? We already got some comedy. I want to bore you with a small talk. Please allow me to be your teacher, and I'll teach you the basics. Attack the straw dummy with a basic spell. Then pick up the spell scroll and hit it with a lesser fireball. I should also mention that you can regenerate mana by hitting enemies with your basic spell. Low loud. I don't mind losing the immersion when the game talks about use your basic spell or get mana. Sometimes it's like, it's fun. RT. I'm not used to that being my spell button. Then you take the lesser fireball, and now we have an LB. Even though it's a classic spell, I love it. Amazing show! Now let's make one of your spells even more powerful. It is possible to enchant spells to add special effects. At the beginning, each spell can only have 2. Take this ice elemental orb and enchant either your basic or your special. So this is not a spell. And it has little tags to it. Ice and whatever that like potion icon is. So every 5 hits summon slashing water. It does that on both. Oh, whoops. Ooh, maybe this is a keyboard and mouse game. This enchanted spell... No, this enchanted attack of yours was simply amazing. I'm impressed with how quickly you learn. Any defensive moves? You should be able to perform a dash. It's great to move faster, but the most useful thing is it allows you to dodge enemy attacks. Avoid damage. That was great. Other offensive move that I forgot to mention, when you're in the air, you can do a stomp attack. The higher you are, the more damage you'll deal. Jump really high and stop on that. Simple enough. Your performance is just incredible. You're already far superior to me. I don't think there's anything else to teach, but talk to me if you want some general tips. For now, head towards the giant skeleton. Okay. I mean, graphically, I like how it looks. The fonts are a little off. Like, I don't know if I need to see the damage that much. But maybe someone does. Oh, wow. Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Wizard of what? And the Crystal Guardian, it seems you just lost part of your memory, young wizard. Looks like the work of someone from the void. It said that the Wizard of Prophecy like you will be born once a millennia and that leaders of the void are afraid. A wizard unable to cast spells on his own was born. This is quite unusual among wizards. That makes you special. Whenever you think of casting a spell, magic hands appear and do it for you. You know, I was gonna say, like, why is there no animation for me casting my spell? I didn't think that, oh, something else is casting the spell. I'm just like the medium. We found the meta. Summon Hunter. Summon Adventurer. Summon Weaponsmith. Alright, we'll worry about that stuff later. So yeah, like the snap of the analog stick back to my character, like maybe that doesn't matter for aiming purposes. Maybe that's better than like having it always stay out there. I don't know, at least not yet. I feel like I'd rather it reset to my position. So this is procedurally generated, as we saw. We start off with Zombie Blast, launch a cone of toxic that deals 2.4 poisons enemies. Every fourth wave is bigger. We have both. Okay. I do have mana, by the way. I don't have a name. I don't need one. It's just a concept created by human beings because there are too many. Jeez. Call me a spell weaver. Fascinated by researching and creating new spells. If you bring me 2 different scrolls, I'll merge them. Be aware, however, the more powerful the spell, the greater the chance of destruction. Can you help me in my research? That's a cool mechanic. So, Lesser Fireball. Sacrifice my Zombie Blast. 100% success rate. Added effect, cast 2 to 3 Zombie Blasts in random directions. Huh. Now I wonder if every spell in the game has a merge effect. Because it's probably not like if I did the opposite, where doing a fireball, no, doing a zombie wave also fires a fireball. It probably does something very specific. One more thing before you go. Take this purple stone. It contains within it a fragment of my soul. Use it whenever you need me. I'll teleport myself to your current location. So I can always do a combination of spells? Interesting. Is that OP? Wind burst. Release air burst that pierces through enemies. Is this an enemy? Oh, it's a jump pad. I'm hitting the green. Find the switch to open. Okay, so I can kind of see like the Dead Cells influence here. Very Roguevania. A lot of bounce pads. I kind of feel like it's a keyboard and mouse game, though. Another fireball. We need keys to open that up. We just got a square button. That's a lot of spells. Oh, we're out of mana. No contact damage, which is nice. I guess the air burst is a knockback. Wind burst +9. Is that better than the one I have? Yeah, +4. Interesting. Let us combine together. What if we do 2 wind burst? No added effect, it just increases the cast time. I don't know what the battery is. No idea. Kill enemies, 2 nearby. 2 enemies left. Use? That's a teleport. It must be like a shortcut. Oh my god, that costs so much mana. Oh, our RT gives us mana back. You can actually, like, you can spam R2 for the basic attack and still be able to use your actual spell. I wonder if there's a world where, like, I should just shoot my R2 all the time. When would I not want to press that button? Charm duration, all summons get life. Basic spells have a chance to ignite. So every level up is also giving us a pick 3. We don't know. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know if I want to be holding R2 this whole time. Is there like a auto shoot by R2 button? I don't think so. Accessibility, maybe? Basic spell auto fire. They actually thought of it. Because, like, to me, why would I ever want to manually hit the R2 button? Unless maybe I had a sleep spell or something. Let's just see how obnoxious it is to constantly be shooting. Oh, I don't think it's doing it. Oh, there we go. I had to just press the button one time. So it's an on-off. Yo, Felix, good to see you. Do all these demos go away on March 3rd? Some of them. A lot of devs do pull their demos off. Why? It's a good question. Why would a dev not want to keep their demo up indefinitely? In some ways, I assume it's because they think I need people to actually make a purchase. Like, if the demo's up all the time, then too many people will just play the demo and never actually buy the game. I don't know if that's the case. I would need like a dev to tell me that's what's happening. Because to me, it's a no-brainer to just have demos up 24/7. The more people talking about your game, the better, but I can't say that's what's happening. All orbiting objects get size up. I assume that's meta currency. Oh, I get both? It just spawned elites. Double. Gonna say, am I out of mana? Oh, did the bridge get destroyed? Surprised the... Oh, crap, the bridges aren't indefinite. It's an interesting idea. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. Makes you immune to snare, basic range up, basic spell projectiles accelerate in flight. I think that should extend the distance. Yeah, it goes much farther. Deal 29 damage to enemies that hit you. Sure. Why is that so heavy? Huh, I'm not sure. I am like 50-50 on the auto attack. I understand we need some kind of mechanic to, like, you spend all your mana and then you need a way to get mana back. But I'm not gonna want to press R2 to shoot. I'd rather it shoot automatically. But then I worry that maybe it's obnoxious to constantly have the shooting. And I know I can turn it off. If I find it to be obnoxious, then turn it back on. New level up. Basic spell increases in size and damage. If it kills, it continues to travel. Basic spell seems to be leveled up quite a bit. A lot more than I would expect. Which is cool. And that means it's not always about like getting a giga buffed other spell. Like a true spell. Sometimes they'll change a lot based on demo feedback and the demo won't reflect the current quality of the game. Okay. Didn't think about that. Especially if it's a small studio, like I'm gonna do one demo and then work on my real game. Why would I spend all that time doing my demos over and over again? Demos weren't a thing for a long time and suddenly Next Fest started happening and now it's a thing. Now there's a whole generation of devs that never experienced or understood demos. So they do weird stuff with them. That's also true. Huh. So some games now let you see what the item is before you do the unlock. Instead of making the player like just guess. Max health up, take a bunch of damage now. Sure. I like the map generation. I mean, not gonna lie, like I do just straight up like what I see so far. There's definitely some areas to improve. But there's nothing outright wrong here so far. Like, we played some demos where I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna fly. That should not have gone through. I gotta turn these off, I think. Graphics? How do I turn off tutorials? Control hints. This Path of Exile 2 with all these chest keys. Add 3 keys, but they're golden. How do I get silver keys? Oh, never mind. Add 15 to 45 somethings. Basic spell damage increase on debuffed enemies. Wow, did they actually add text to every spell in the game? No way. All right, so artifacts, disposables. I assume the thing we picked up was like currency. Getting Ramparts vibes from this map. I'm getting Aura of Worlds, which is a different game. Why is my R1 on such a long cooldown? Oh, it has, like, stacks to it. So I gotta start using my square. Sabre. Inflict bleeding on enemies. Found the melee build. Do we want to do something with that? Double Sabre. Plus 32. We gotta use that, right? Oh, it's not in here. Interesting. Magic weapon? Spell scrolls. A magic weapon is not the same thing as a spell scroll. So it does not get buffed here. Got it. Maybe it doesn't use mana. Power Zone. Basic spells cast within it do 85% more damage. I almost worry that like I go to this a little bit too much, but maybe that's okay. So if we wind with Power Zone, creates Power Zone when wind bursts projectile is destroyed. So now, I see. I see. Oh, it's a lot easier to kill stuff like the slimes with the melee. Did people play Wizard with a gun? You were hyped for it, but you don't see a lot of people talking about it. I did do a first look of Wizard with a gun. It was not the game I thought it was. That's not to say it's a bad game. I was expecting something like a Risk of Rain. It ended up being more like Don't Starve Together, which is a great game. Me and Airless have a ton of hours in Don't Starve. But I didn't end up having her play Wizard with a gun. I probably could. But we have a lot of family game night games at this point. I don't know if I can like add another to it. We're already behind on family game night as is. Ow! Give me Dead Cells, but make it Noita. Or do you say, give me Noita, but make it Dead Cells? I did not think I was in that. My bad. Lightning Slash. Summons slashing spark of energy that deals a bunch of damage. Is that a spell? How do I know if it's a spell or not? It is. So now cast 1 to 3 fireballs in a random direction. That doesn't seem all that great. So that is... How do I equip this? That's a new square. Maybe I need a target. More diamond. More damage and inflicts bleeding. Thorns if I get hit. Basic spell has a chance to bleed, sure. So right now, I have a little bit of worry about how often I click to open that wizard menu. Like, it's cool. I love the idea of combining these spells together, but I feel like I open that menu too much. And that's probably like a weird problem to have. Oh yeah, we got size up on orbitals. Allows you to add 1 lightning enchantment to any spell. Which is chance to generate, I guess, lightning orb on hit. May as well put it on this, right? Since I'm always doing that. Makes you immune to confusion and weakness. Summons live longer. This is definitely like a busted build weapon. I mean, busted build game. Absolutely. Wizard combining stuff together. I almost wonder if that should be left for like later on. Maybe like at the end of the biome. Oh, I can't do the square. It's so short range. And I don't really know the purpose of picking all these up. That thing just went to space. What in the world? Level up. Stomp damage. Gain a chance to snare enemies on stomp. Basic spell damage. All right. I think it's great that you and your wife have game night. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's game night. It should be game night, but I am often like so busy with like YouTube and stuff that I oftentimes have to like stop to play games. I'm sure like the best case scenario is you set aside specific days. That might be the exit to play games, but I don't do that often enough. You can combine weapons and spells. You can, yes. Wait, weapons and spells? Spells, yes. Weapons, no. At least not yet. Maybe that's like something later, but right now, weapons is not an option. I'm sitting on 3 swords that, as far as I know, I can't do anything with. Oh, I have to like press a button to use that. Yeah, so I have 22 uses. Oh, RB. It's so weird how close range this is. Wait, my whole thing got moved around. Why is this on RB now? And this is on square. If anything, this should be square. I think this game was made for keyboard and mouse. Yeah, melee weapon should be the square button. Spell 3 should be L2. So now, like, I'm always doing it. Oh, it's not even in the direction my character faces. All right, Dev. Like, I get the idea of being able to, like, melee in any direction, but, like, how do you do this on controller? The only way I can think of doing it is to play Crab Claw, where, like, I'm using my index finger to control the right analog stick. In a twin stick shooter, where you're using L2 and R2, it's easy, right? But now that I have a melee weapon, it's like not very feasible to hit that button. At least I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's the boomer talk. Oh. Find a way to break it. Another sword. Find the switch. We've been in this biome for a little bit now, huh? All right. I assume we're good here. The wall climb is really good. Well, stair climb. Boss fight? Just kind of chilling. I see that you got lost in my maze. You'll be killed for trying to steal anything. You can give me your axe and perhaps I'll spare you your miserable life. Let's see who's gonna be the victor here. I'm gonna crush you. Oh, wow. That's not what I thought that was. Mana? See, like, doing the melee is a little rough. My analog stick is aiming down. Ending dialogue in progress. Huh? Basic spell attack speed. My basic spell is sick, but trying to position it's kind of awkward. Revives you if you're about to die. Get some stats. Create a gravity zone that pulls in enemies. That could be cool. All right, Void Gate. Yo! That's a dub! Share your time on Discord. Chat, take a screenshot of this. That was legit. Also, give me like 1 second. I have to step away for just a bit. Holy. Might be a little longer than 3 minutes. Give me like 1 second, everybody. All right, did I miss anything? Yo, we got the dub. Let's probably do one more with a keyboard and mouse. And then from there, we can decide how we feel about the game. Mortals are transformed into astral beings after collecting enough chaos fragments. Your soul will be reborn. Okay. I'm sure we got some meta. How am I still alive? Is this a dream? I felt like I was dying. You also cannot die. More importantly, did you bring me crystals? I sure did. The magic hands will continue to revive you, but in return, all your artifacts and powers will be taken away. But you'll be more powerful than before. We got the meta. There are 6 elemental orbs. Earth, air, ice, fire, lightning, chaos. You can sacrifice crystals into the power orb in the middle of my ribs. Restore parts of the astral world, such as astral altars. You'll then be able to use elemental orbs by sacrificing them in the astral altar. A lot of information. I think we just try it, see what happens. So it is this thing. Okay. Is that kitty cat? It's not what I thought it was based on this thing. Hunter? The frog? Again, not what I thought was gonna happen. Axolotl? Why are the icons so different? Craft new spells. Okay. And then I have like different elemental currencies up there. All uses crystals. Interesting. All right, let's see what this is. Sure. Yama, the adventurer. You could also call me the goddess of death. Long list of challenges with rewards. Did I get any? Oh, I have to select these myself? It's Wednesday, my peeps. Bestiary. Okay, at least it counted some of the stuff retroactively. Wait, monsters have resistances? Are you kidding me? That's a cool idea. Like, obviously you could get like really screwed up if players don't know that and all of a sudden a boss, they're doing 0 damage. Maybe like bosses don't have resistances. Or make it like Path of Exile where they have like just a global resistance number. I think that's how PoE works. So normal, Earth. This is what uses our actual elements. So we can get, oh wow, it automatically spent one. We can get Spirit Hunter, Wings. This is a cool system. Like the more you use the certain element, the more artifacts for that element you can get. Just like it oddly levels up just by hovering over it. This is ice. We have none. How do I have no fire? Wasn't I using fire that whole time? Zeus armor. Shock line. Cows. Banshee's head. Oh my god, the hover is... Dev, put the button like over here or something. I, for some reason, am constantly hitting the button and like losing a point. No idea what that is. I mean, I have some idea what that is, but I am complaining. Regardless. Yo, Josher, welcome. Big ups from Jamaica. Which celebrity do people say you look alike the most? Have I heard of Tony Britz? I'm gonna say no, I've not heard of that person. You unlock some core memories. Like back in, probably middle school, when Bow Wow was around and Allen Iverson, pretty much everyone wanted that look. So every black kid had cornrows at the time. And everyone said that you looked like either Allen Iverson or or Bow Wow. And like, it's probably not true in the slightest. You're almost like gassing up your own buddies. And like, if you think about it, you want someone to tell you that, right? Even if it's not true. So that's the best answer I got for you. I feel like it's not not super accurate, but it is an answer. So I assume we're on hard mode now. We will try this again. We're gonna do this on... Okay, that's auto-attacking. We will be doing this on keyboard and mouse to see if it feels any better. And then I will actually give my thoughts on how I feel about the game. New biome, we're in hell. Yes, indeed. More Berserk. Another one. I don't know what 2 Berserks might do. Oh crap, we have new buttons now. Inventory is I. How do I summon? Am I tripping? It's not this. Oh, wait, it is. Yeah. My bad. All right, so 2 of these. It just gives you plus battery. I still don't quite know what plus batteries do. Oh, this is a problem. Chat hell is an issue. No contact damage from the look of it. Why am I up here? Sick dodge. So I'd say this is probably like the worst part of the game is when you first load in. And there's nothing outright wrong with that. Just like any roguelike game, the more you play, the better the game's gonna look. We have a melee now. That thing changes direction? I'm taking so much damage. All right. So we have Frost Burst, Wind Wave, inflicts bleed. We haven't really been using the Berserk. Cast Berserk when an enemy is hit with Wind Wave. All right, so now we have an F and an E. Oh my god, it's the skeleton archers. I actually died. I died that fast? What in the world? Did I play basketball as a kid? I did. Yes, a lot actually. But I'm not gonna say that basketball was my best sport. Not that I didn't like it, but I For some kids, like, you have to get them into something that they actually enjoy. Like, they feel as though they are good at what they're doing. Basketball was not that for me. All right. So we're still on hell difficulty. We want to see how the game is before I go down the route of saying if I would recommend this as a demo. Oh my god. So they do change direction when you dodge roll. The AI is pretty sophisticated, I guess. What? That's not fair. Is this a hell difficulty thing? I feel like I was doing better on controller, but I assume this is because of hell difficulty. Oh wow, it just pulled me in. Yeah, I don't mind the dodge roll. I feel like the monster being able to like turn direction after. Oh, that's a problem. I down slammed onto the ladder. All right, we'll try one more with controller. Just in case that was the issue, okay? Back to hell. I feel like it's legit. The enemy AI is now like Giga Brain. All right, we have a new spell. Look at all the enemies up there. Is that not like a lot? Get back! Oh no, not the magma slugs. Like we're back in Elden Ring. I'm on fire. Chaos Orb. Add chaos damage to my cutting fist. Even though the ice spell seems so much better. Yeah, like the archer just turns when you do the dodge roll through it. That is some next level AI. That's some chat GPT right there. Wow. No need to combine anything together. My down slam also makes me like instantly get hit. Is a little annoying. When taking, no, gain crystals when you take damage, air damage reduction, weakness power, laziness. That's funny. They trying to say something? The air burst is like, it's kind of lame. Just to say that. There are certainly more exciting spells than air burst. It doesn't even really push the monster. Bruh. We gotta get to the point in the trailers. Like when the game looks really good. Right now, we only really do our basic attack. Maybe I'm not spamming spells enough. It just does no damage. The fart spell is what we unlocked? No, there's gotta be like, we're doing it wrong. I think our basic attack is doing more than anything else. Oh my god, there's no kind of like... It must be a hell difficulty thing. I must just be on too high a difficulty to be playing the game. We gotta go back down to basic. And then I will give my thoughts on how I feel about the game. Hell just felt easy. I mean, not hell. Normal felt too easy. If I go into this and I instantly make it to the first boss, which is the only boss, then I think there may be a scaling issue. Or an AI issue. Alright, I have like a magic missile. Where are all the slimes earlier? Are there just no more slimes in hell? I definitely feel like the AI is different on hell. These skeletons ain't doing jack squat. I kind of hate fighting in these little spaces, and I can't bring them out. They're like kind of stuck down there. Level up. Inflict bleeding on enemies while dashing. Bleed damage up. Sure. A new Noita-like? The dev said Dead Cells mixed with Noita. You've been cursed with madness. You'll now have to be more careful. You got Fiery Rain and Banshee Head. Orbits around you, pierces with a projectile, dealing damage, and has a chance to fear. Wow, that looks nasty. We now have an L2. Not spammable, but we don't need it to be. Oh yeah, see, if I did the dodge roll on the hell difficulty, it would have just turned around. Oh, my curse is I cannot see what my HP is. That's cute. Wow, takes a long time to kill that. Please tell the dev. Tell me the dev likes Prince. And there's a purple rain spell. I mean... we can do this, right? Oh, I have to use these? Cast Lesser Shadow Ball in a random direction when Fire Rain projectiles are destroyed. Let's do it. That could be sick. Yeah, I would have automatically been attacked if this was hell difficulty. I don't want to waste the cooldown. What a big difference between normal. All right, here we go. Lot of little orbs on every fire. Oh crap, I should have saved that. Oh, never mind, we're fine, we're fine. That's the Noita right there. On hit, cast purple ball. Water slash. We gotta up our bleed. Chat, we have no bleed. Oh, that's melee? Oops. The water slash is a little unfortunate, I feel. Wizard with the purple hat, sign me in. Log in. Log in. Let's try this. So merge. Cast water slash in random directions when hit with homing. I feel like every spell merge is cast spell in random direction on hit. I'm not saying that's like wrong, but I wonder if it is truly every spell does that. Really? Yeah, that's like far superior. Yeah, I swear. Maybe now we go back to keyboard and mouse now that we know that hell mode was the issue. Oh, crap. Oh my god, I can't see my life. Level up. Immune to poison. Sure. Spell cast of chaos. Is my fire spell a chaos? Devs, please let me actually look at my inventory while I'm in this menu. This is a fire rain, but the shadow ball was chaos, right? I think my homing arrows are chaos. Oh yeah, we have to use our heal. Just use both. All right, chat, how do I get out of here? Oh. Time rewind. Reduce cost of spells. So I could, yeah, they actually, I think they have text in here for every single spell in the game. That is incredible. I would not have done that. I guess this is why I don't have any games I've made. Whoa, it was in the sarcophagus. Big? This is done, right? Can we go up? Yeah, this game was definitely made for keyboard and mouse. This feels infinitely better. Water shotgun. That thing was immune? Immune to bleed, maybe? Yeah, I can kind of see the Noita coming out. We saw it a little bit in the first run. This seems a little bit more Noita now. 88%. We might break it. Wait until we have like one more spell. I just wish that the next difficulty wasn't like such a humongous difference. Yeah, I assume we could get like fireball cast time slow. Or when you use time slow, cast fireballs around you. Oh, am I out of mana? Wonder why my E wasn't coming out. Yeah, so this is immune to something. Wow, that hits. Just leave it? Because we can't do anything with those. I mean, I think the game is in a good spot for me where it's like, it's not bad. It just has like a couple of things that I have complained about. It's got good ideas. And like when the game is actually in motion doing that stuff, it actually looks good. Air spells. Damage reduction per move speed. I know we skipped move speed earlier. Hard bone. You know it? What? Oh, this is new. Lesser energy ball, toxic worm. I like don't want any of this. I mean, like maybe you could go for the energy ball, I guess. See if you can get a buff of some kind. Whoa, 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 what? Because I didn't have money? Do you fight the shopkeep? Confirmed? Oh, it came back. I'll fight up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, was there a timer or something that I missed? You're dead. That was the dodge. Oh, we're freaking boned. Oh. The auto attack hit while I was in the shop. Okay, is that an issue? I mean, I turned on the auto attack myself. I guess that's the 5 things I wish I knew moment. Turn off auto attack. I guess you could make the boss immune to auto attack, right? It only gets damaged by actual spells. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through what we think about the game, because now that I've seen enough, I have like a pretty good idea as how the game is gonna play out overall. So that was An Amazing Wizard. A game where the dev said this is Dead Cells mixed with Noita. I think that idea, it's there. Like, they definitely did do that part. For the most part, I would say that the level design is cool. It's got that real, like, Roguevania feel to it, where you do, like, a bunch of jumping around. Climbing on stuff, down slams, there's all of that. The spell casting part was pretty good. I felt like at some point I had almost too many buttons, but then I realized that my melee button wasn't on right click or square. It was on like some weird other button. So once I changed that, that solved that issue. The Noita part, I would say it's decent, but it felt like everything was just like on hit cast the other spell. And it made me go into, and I showed that earlier, where I was spawning the wizard to craft spells. I could do that at any point. So anytime I picked up a new spell, I would stop, open my inventory, click the crystal, click the wizard, and then like look to see if I want to combine those spells together. So I felt like you were doing that maybe a little bit too much. And I'm sure like some people would say, hey, I want to cast my like high powered spell and I want to craft it into something new anytime I want. Even Noita doesn't do that. Noita makes you go into the next biome and then you can craft. So I wonder if like that is how it should be, or if it's okay to, you know, stop everything, spawn the wizard, craft your spell, play until a new spell shows up, and then do it again. Meta seemed okay, which was this thing here. You get currency based on elements, so that was pretty fun. The relics seemed pretty fun. You could get like dashing does poison damage increased. You could try to like make a build out of that, but you can't re-roll, at least not yet, the relics that you find. At least in tiny rogues, you could re-roll those. And in some cases, the re-roll was a very expensive currency to pick up. So I definitely would love to see re-rolls here. And it may already exist, I just haven't seen it yet. Otherwise, like, I think it's probably good. I think that, like, those little bit of mechanical issues I had, things like hard mode monsters just attacking you the instant they even, like, think of you. The cursor on controller, definitely not made for, oh, I can't move my right analog stick. Oh, there it goes. Controller gameplay was a little not great, I would say. Outside of that, I think was good. Probably worth a wish list. Maybe like a let it cook as well, but definitely worth a wish list, bare minimum. And then we hit the button. I don't have any button for like highlight this. Chat, what did you all think of this? I think it at least got the Dead Cells meets Noita part. I wish maybe there were a little more passives. Because, like, it's all just on spell cast other spell. Yeah, it looked good. I would say another game where it's like there's nothing wrong with it. Just here's all these ideas I have that I think I would love to see. Do my ideas have to make it in the game? Absolutely not. If anything, my ideas would actually harm the game somehow. I would just like to think after all these years, we have at least somewhat of an eye for this kind of stuff. All right, chat. We're next gaming it. We're gonna do some Dead Cells boss rush until we decide if we're gonna do Wholesome vs. Live or not. It doesn't look like we have the numbers for Civ 7. And one of our people has an injury, so they aren't sure if they're gonna be able to be on or not. Change the game. I've been trying to like de-rustify in boss rush. The last time I played it, I died multiple times, which was like a little unusual for me. Boss rush training. I also need a new controller. I know that Razer just dropped the controller. The last Razer product I bought was the Black Widow keyboard, and that was a long time ago. I guess I have their webcam too. This is the Razer. Not the Naga. The Naga's the mouse, right? The Siren's the microphone. Razer webcam. The Kyo. I'm using the Razer Kyo webcam, and it's alright. It's the same issues with every webcam when using Windows, is that it always resets itself whenever Windows does an update. You end up losing all your settings, but outside of that, it's not bad. It's no DSLR, but I've never had one of those before, so I'm not complaining. Depending on how this goes, if we don't do Wholesome vs. Live at all, I might boot up Mecha Break, which is a sponsored segment. But for now, let's just worry about this. The colors completely screwed me up during Rainbow build. That was a good time. For those who were here for that challenge, thank you, because I know that took a while. I think we got it first try. Unless we died with accessibility mode turned on. I actually don't remember. Yo, that's a sick drip. Has some sick drip. I think for the most part, unless someone else comes up with a different challenge, I'm almost like mentally tapped out on what kind of challenges I have left. We did one-handed. There is the holy grail of blindfolded, but I really don't think you could do blindfolded. And if you do, it's probably just brute forcing your way through each boss. Which, like, I don't know how fun that is for the viewer. You know, I never get to play baseball bat. The corrupted power. Oil sword. Could do oil sword here. Then you're stuck with some stuff that you really don't want to use. I'm really gonna have to like watch the YouTube comments. Like if they drop in and say, yo, V, I got the best challenge that no one else has done. Not even you. Then like, okay, I may be subscribed to it, but right now I don't think I am. Like Rusty Dagger, no thank you. Someone dropped a random comment saying, yo, V, play Nail and Claw, which is just one of the top 3 builds we have. I don't exactly know why they asked me to do that. I've literally done it in a top 3 vid. Oh, this thing's like slow. What's going on here? Get the snare. Oh wait, we still got Toho even though I snared it? Maybe I missed the timing. Go, my pet! I think Phaser's not safe to do in here. Not me thinking the Molotov is actually doing all the damage. The only thing the sword's doing is adding the oil. Okay, that should stop it. It still did it! Point blank on my body. Does it have to be a stun? Snare doesn't work? Even though it clearly, like, held its attack? Wow, how did I dodge that? Rip flawless. Yeah, someone out there might have the secret sauce challenge to do. Until then, I have writer's block on whatever it may be. People swear by leg hugger, but I just can't. This is concierge, double concierge. Have you even been trying to like look at challenges people do in other video games? Like I've seen people do A to Z challenges, like beating the game with every weapon from A to Z. Not every weapon, but just like one weapon from A to Z. And like that's okay. Unlucky. My issue with this, Dead Cells has a lot of weapons. The double damage may have been an issue. That's it. Maybe I had to roll to the right, or maybe that was like a double jump. Dodge roll through the orange one or brown, whatever color you think it is. Not great, not great. For some reason, double concierge is like actually an issue sometimes compared to regular concierge. I mean, this is nice, but none of those skills do anything. Maybe it's this. Another scheme setup. Maybe we keep the grapple. Get rid of phaser. Smoke bomb is like a stun, basically. Pretend like we don't need it. All right, here we go. Round 2. First one didn't count. So yeah, I've been trying to look at what other people have done for challenges. There's things like fake Nuzlockes. Someone even made a Nuzlocke challenge for Armored Core 6. I saw that as a YouTube thumbnail, instantly clicked into it. Instantly, not quite disappointed. What it actually is, someone basically made a spreadsheet. So if you beat Armored Core 6, here's like a bunch of items for you to choose from for each stage, and that's the roguelike. My God. Couldn't freeze it in time. I guess I could have grappled both. Gonna say I do have a shield, but for those who know, this shield is not the most reliable in the game. Jeez. Always concierge, giving me the most issue here. So yeah, Armored Core 6, after you beat a boss or something, you have to go to a spreadsheet and then roll for what item you think you should get. I almost considered it. I know we were running schemes, so like keeping the phaser thing was nice, but we'll try to get some damage in here. And as much as a fan of Armored Core as I am, I would rather do that as a mod than like do something offline. And I kind of did that with 22 BC, right? Where all of that stuff, we kind of like made up the rules, and then you have to memorize those rules as you play. That's the only thing where I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that really. Surprise melee works on this guy. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to heal. It's like the wind up on the War Spear. It's like a little bit too much. So yeah, like you could try to do something offline. Even a challenge like pick up everything you see, you kind of have to memorize which item is the oldest item to be replaced if you want that to be how the challenge works. 0 to 5 BC is still fun, but that's like 4 hours, and now I have to figure out how to like edit that up. Death? No, Dracula. And Timekeeper. We definitely have to get rid of our War Spear. Meat Skewer could be a thing. Helps me get to the opposite side of Dracula. Also, Phaser does the same thing. I kind of wish I saw this before I bought that. Because then I could have gone with Sadist Stiletto, go with the open wound setup. Technically, I have enough money to still do it. Is this even that strong? What if it's not? The crit from Meat Skewer does more damage than say the Stiletto does. Damage to bleeding target. I actually didn't know it could roll that. Poison. We need damage to bleed. Oh god. Damage to rooted target? Doesn't this thing root by default? I'm gonna try something rare here. Typically, I would take emergency triage or disengage. I'm gonna try not taking the defensive and see if we can burst down either boss. My expectation is the answer's no, not with a cluster grenade. Maybe if it was cat or something. Even knife dance would be better. But we have to train no matter what. The last time we got the, like, all bosses, no death was GDQ. Dang. Rip Flawless. Oh my god, I didn't get to the opposite side. Damage seems good. That does 0 damage to Dracula. I'm not surprised. Oh, the phaser was too far? I guess I greeted by not doing the dodge roll, but I expected that phaser to reach. Yo, Yobslam, good to see you. Chat, press all your buttons, including the dodge roll button. Don't just sit there saving dodge roll for Dead Cells 2. Not me considering this. It's this. Like, who am I kidding? It's this. Yo, Alejandro, good to see you. Reset? Thank you for making that free. That did not used to be free back in the day. All right, we'll go classic right here. El Clásico. Should be fine. Yeah, things like this, like maybe the real goal is practice this stuff offline. Maybe it's greed. Oh my god. But I would prefer to like do this kind of game as like a live stream or a YouTube video. I don't really want to do it offline for like no reason. Not that it's no reason at all. It'd just be to like train to make sure I can still get the flawless. I should parry that. Okay. Maybe that's why you don't parry it. I actually checked my Twitch tracker. There's lots of websites out there that track how content creators do on channels. Twitch tracker says that we have 2,300 hours of Dead Cells on Twitch over the past like 5 or 6 years or whatever. which to me is like a pretty wild number, but I do believe it. So out of those 2,300 hours, if I check my shift tab, I have 2,600 hours total. So it's probably like 200 hours of this game was offline. 10%. I should have taken that and replaced the War Spear. 10% of my time on this game was done offline. That's like guides, practice for stuff. Generally like doing something for a recording. I even thought to myself, like, maybe I start up another channel and make that... dang. Because I wanted to do this. And make that dedicated to just random stuff that I do offline. Here now. Think that's okay? Not ideal, of course. All right, that's one. Maybe I could have healed after and it would have been okay. There we go. Yeah, so if I had disengage against Dracula, maybe I wouldn't have died. That's a big maybe. Alright, let's keep it going. There's so many games out there, speaking of like other channels, there's so many games that if I had like a little bit better gameplay for myself, I would make like 3 or more channels like just for those other games. Timekeeper Dracula? No, Timekeeper Giant. I would love to try this. It's also a Sinew Slicer. Could just go Cleaver instead. Hopefully this is not a throw. Which one's more important? Or maybe you just go double turret? Serenade. That's actually a really good idea. That's really good with Hemorrhage, because once the ammo's gone, you could just swap to Serenade. You could also parry and get your ammo back, but... guess we're gonna make the game harder for ourselves. Double Trident. Can't say I've actually done this in this fight. I don't think it's a good idea. This is just for the giant. It's a very expensive giant fight. $3,000. Crit damage. I wonder if it can get bleed or poison damage. I assume it doesn't, but say the stiletto can. Alright. We don't need Instincto, we just need support. Do I need ammo? Maybe not. Maybe you do this instead. Alright, Alright, next. Yeah, so one is the Bazaar. I have, like, my win rate in Bazaar is absolute garbo. I don't know what it is. It's like I didn't get into streamer lobby. Oh my god, I crossed myself up. What in the world? She's gonna heal all that back up. The crit is like canceling her attack and it's screwing me up. Something massive. Like it's giving her an attack reset. There we go. And then we swap over to Laser Glaive, and then we use that on the Giant. And we have Serenade for like the eye DPS. Imagine if it was Morningstar. I guess in some world. It's like I could hemorrhage, right? With Laser Glaive and not use the shield at all. I don't know how required this shield actually is. Honestly, that's like the most fun part about doing this boss rush stuff is I actually have to think this through. And maybe like normal people don't have to do that. Sucks, I still have to do this. I like Serenade in this fight. Because all of those stacks persist. Rip Flawless. There we go. Not bad, not bad. We took a hit. I don't mind it. Like just one health pot per boss encounter, even though I kind of did one prior. I'll take it. All right, I do want to keep an eye on Discord to make sure if we're doing one or the other. I wonder how much time I have in Civilization 7 so far. Hand of the King. Hard Light, probably not either of those. Could be Iron Staff, makes a victim bleed. The only thing about Iron Staff in this fight is you don't really get to do the block that much, not as much as you think you do. I wish I could play this. Like, that's so much fun. I just know it's not the hit. Not me actually thinking about it. It's Hand of the King, right? What's the worst that could happen? Honestly. We'll get lots of bullets once the ads spawn. need some replacement for the Serenade now. Everything's bad. This is fine. Okay. Now to pretend like this actually does something. Can I get bleed damage, please? Toxic Cloud. Burning oil spreads oil. That's exciting. So it's like the first bullet doesn't do much damage, but the next ones do. The rest of this can actually stay, I think. I wonder if melee was decent. I think we'll be fine. I mean, you could get Armadillo Pack. Maybe over No Mercy. Do something a little like this. And that might be legit. I'll even top off here. Alright, I've never taken Ferryman's Lantern into this fight because you don't really get a lot of bullets. You get 1 bullet every 3 hits against the boss. And I think it has to be the 3-hit combo. It's not literally 3 hits. So that's 1, 2. I mean, it hit. He blocks the first hit, I think. I think that's just a mechanic that he has. He may even block more than the first hit, for all I know. Whoa! Multiple sets? Another one. Not me about to die. No down slam? No flags? No grenades? That's like the main reason I took Armadillo was to bounce those grenades back. Apparently that didn't matter. I did get some bonus damage for doing the parry. Oh my god, that's a lot of cells. Oh. Wrong mode. That was good. That actually went a lot better than I thought. Is this a good way to grind cells? The answer is... it depends. It's a good way to do the forge. But if you'll notice, the collector... Oh, the collector is here. Someone said that this was not good for a specific reason. I'm gonna take like just this 1 second to check on YouTube because it was a YouTube comment. And I was like, oh my god, I never thought about that. We'll see how easily I can find this. I'm just quickly looking under cells. Oh, it's probably a ways back. So I should probably type like boss rush or something. I like the boss rush videos. Gives a good overview of your mindset. Thank you. Quick question, can you use training mode to get boss heads? It worked for you in the past? Like, I can't think of why it wouldn't work. Here's a recommendation for someone new to Dead Cells. They're saying play boss rush. Learn the patterns, upgrade your forge. Farm. Apparently the word farm is used in every game except for Dead Cells. Yeah. I mean, unless someone else has an idea, I do not see how this would not be an effective farming situation. All right. Yeah, I thought it was like the collector's not here, but it clearly is. Unless maybe that wasn't always the case and maybe it was an older comment. All right, let's change the outfit. All right, brutality done. Brutality, usually the one I die to the most. Let's get into tactics. Jolly Saint Nick never lets us down. Look at that scarf. Reminds me of Shinobi, the PS2 game. Shout out to all the boomers in the chat who know that game. You're a little over halfway on the second row on Forge. Yeah, I think you could even do aspects. Maybe that's the thing to check. Hang on. We'll see if this is the major issue as to why someone said to not do it. It could be a speed issue too. So we'll keep that on. If I go here and do something like fire starter, maybe? Does the aspect maintain in boss rush? If it does, then yeah, I don't see any reason why not doing this. You just turn on, ooh, no aspects. Playing with aspects on base difficulty allows you to do things like Grenadier, that lets you spam grenades, and now just walk through the entire biome spamming cluster grenade. The other thing you could do if you don't want to do that is custom mode with ammo maxed out. Infinite ammo, and that way you can spam cross or boomerang. I guess that's probably the route you would go for boss rush. Otherwise, it's aspect of Grenadier or aspect of the Damned. But I prefer Grenadier because you can hit more of the map that way. Crossbow. Could be interesting. Not this. Trust me. Let's bring in... I don't really like Death Orb, to be honest. What would be better here? So against Mama Tick, I think the Sinnoh Slicer's better. I think both of these are better in both fights. Give me a point blank, an oddly placed Ranger's gear, which does kind of work, and then support. We're popping bosses this time. This build melts bosses in boss rush. Melts bosses in Dead Cells boss rush mode. Big chunk still got hit. I just can't not get hit. Woe is me. Oh no! It waited so long. Hey. All right. You got it. My bad. Conjunctivia's coming up. Should be an easy clap. This is why I like going full damage, but in the next fights, I feel like you can't. Everything just hits so hard. And sometimes you're in an unblockable setup. What are you supposed to do? It's like they caught you with a new Ana stance from Tekken 8. Just gonna stand there and eat it. Ah, I couldn't get up there. I don't play Tekken 8, but you know what, chat? They can do a trailer. Like, I never miss a Tekken 8 trailer. That cost me. I was just doing that for the interrupt, so we don't get Toho'd. Big hit. Big hitters is what they call me. Who's attacking? It's not me. It's a seek. I don't even have to attack the monster. They're just dying to something else. Big. Huge. If only I did that the first time. Toxic Cloud, Bow, and Endless Quiver. That's interesting. Barnacle. Owl. How can we cook this thing? Giant Scarecrow. Acrobatic Pack. There's the owl. This thing does Flaming Trail. We could maybe even Hokuto Bow here. And just don't run a shield. Oh my god, it's actually here. Well, I do believe there's no more shield being used. Now all we need is Barnacle. And it's GG. How we hit everything at once. Scripted gameplay. All right, we definitely heal. So this thing we don't need to re-roll. This thing we do. It's just that easy. Acrobatic Pack. Support. Disengage. I'm still afraid of dying, but if there was ever a build to not die, it's probably this one right here. We gotta be able to burst this down, though. Of course, the boy axe does nothing here. I get stunned during that roar. I'm just gonna hang out down here. Not messing around with that. Double slam! I almost didn't get that. Yo, look at the one arrow stuck in his palm. Reading all of his lines. I had to look down and see what my palm says. It says I'm about to get this no-hit. About to get this bread right here. Against Scarecrow. Easiest no-hit of my life coming up. Roses are red, violets are blue, I'm dead. And soon you'll be too. The Scarecrow's a zombie? I don't think that's right. Pretty sure it's very much alive. Yo, Trevor Milton! Just chill. We do not have to entertain any of this. My bad. I got set up. Whoa! Toxic Cloud Boomerang? Is that better than Boa Endless Quiver? It's probably not long term. DPS is higher, funny enough. And it does bonus to Grooted target. But we had 100% damage. Let's assume that the boss we're gonna fight cannot be rooted. We stick to this. Imagine if it was Explosive Decoy. I would love one day for the decoy to be a item that I would actually want to take, but development is over, so we gotta wait for a modder to make that thing relevant. Another Hand of the King. Not complaining, not really. Certainly don't want to say it's not a challenge. Alright, we did not get blessed with a new setup. Not that we particularly need a new setup. Imagine if it was the Wormettes. That's the build right there. Willy Owl. Heavy turret boosts your damage by 15%. This is assuming that, like, the Barnacle flamethrower doesn't do enough, but I think it's fine. All right. We're gonna lock in and lock in. If this was the Queen, I'd be a little concerned. If it was Servant, maybe not so much. Big Dracula, maybe not concerned. So the only thing they could throw at me right now was the Queen for it to be an issue. Famous last words, of course. The spin on, oh my god, my flamethrower. Rip. About to say the 360 no scope on this guy. What in the world? Oh! Ow. The notation! Do not walk! Nice. Again, no bombs, or, well, we did bombs in the beginning, but no flag and no downslam. And 1 billion cells to donate to charity once we're done. This is great. Tactics done. We're on a roll. All we gotta do is beat survival. And we will be content. Finally. Yeah, I wish I could turn these in. I almost wish they did like Gunfire Reborn, where the cells are used for something in the run. But maybe they didn't have a good idea as to what that could be. I guess aspects would have been that. Like, use your cells to unlock an aspect. I know some of them are OP. It would have to be like a pick 3 or something. Like maybe after each boss, you're gonna pick 3 of an aspect. But maybe the run itself isn't hard enough to do that. Chat, before we get into our next one, I just want to take care of Buster. Just give me 1 minute. All right, we are back. Outfit change. Almost forgot. It'd be so funny if somehow that fire starter was actually doing something. Now that we really had fire in the kit, like we did have the Boy axe, but outside of that, I don't know how much impact that could have had if it was active. Survival. What fits? That's like oddly close, but not exactly what I want. That too, if it was like a little bit more green. Like it's all just, oh, that's not bad. That does not look that bad. We're taking it. We're taking it. Let's head in. Looks like we didn't reach Civ 7 level. Just hard, like I said. I feel like if I were to play it solo online, I don't know if I would necessarily want to do that. I've been spamming the game a little bit offline. R&B. Random blowgun. I don't think blowgun would scale very well. Like, you could put it with the Medusa, and maybe that's something interesting. This is gonna be a little awkward. You're all gonna have to bear with me for a second. 10-second recast. And then what? Because now that I think about it, won't I just destroy the ice with the lightning? Oh, I should have taken Tranquility. Chat, this is probably bad. Just to say that. Not every build is a banger by default. Sometimes the stuff, you can't cook it. Wait, that doesn't give you a stack? Why would Oil Grenade not give you a lightning stack? I know some items are coded as it's too fast. Things like Phaser, Grapple Hook. This is a 10-second recast. How is that not long enough? Yo, Yabuki, good to see you. I'm pretty sure there's other weapons that are like 10 seconds long. Maybe even shorter. That still give you electrodynamics. Rare bug? B is a bug? Oh, we do no damage. It's a rare right-sided Mamatic. Wait, did I see the eyeball for a second? That looked weird. Sorry, a little distracted. I'm not even really utilizing the electrodynamics. Oh, I thought that would kill! It's hard to even tell when the boss is frozen. I guess I may as well take this Crusher, right? A better ice crossbow, maybe? That was awkward, but really, you take the ice crossbow to kill everything else, not Mama Tick. Such as this example right here. I'm sure that I'm not going to die. There will be no comedic timing here. Why do you go up? Oh, I couldn't get that freeze. I mean, we already lost the no-hit anyway, thanks to Mama Tick. Would have been really convenient. Yeah, so while we can't freeze it, we can shock it. Just heal. We don't want anything to happen. Did Crusher hit anybody? Like, it looks like it blows up as all of them go underground. Like that. Yeah, I don't think it hit even once. I think we stopped the Toho. Okay, it went up into my laser. Yo, we did it. Holy. Was almost an issue. Almost. We'll keep the ice crossbow for a little bit, see what happens. See what the game offers me. Like I said, depending on how this goes, we might pull up Mecha Break. Can Dracula be frozen? I think we found out the answer is actually yes. That Alucard sword would be really nice. All right, let's try this out. Yo, Evil Tommy, good to see you. Tommy, hope you're having a good Wednesday so far, if it's still Wednesday where you live. Always get the command wrong here. Good to see you all. For those here for the first time, welcome. I'm VeeDotVod. Right now, we're doing some de-rustification over in Boss Rush on Dead Cells. I am normally okay at this. Okay being like decent at it. Borderline good. Right now, we got a win on Brutality and Tactics in a row. We're hoping to get our last win in a row. The big issue right now is like, what do I use alongside Crusher? Or we get rid of the Crusher entirely. Kitty Cat would interrupt my ice, I believe. Giant Whistle's probably the hit. Oh, crap. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I just wasted my money. How could you not go Cocoon with Dracula on the table? We got bonus to frozen target. I don't think anything else matters. You could maybe get like shock damage or something. If that's even an option. Oh, it is. Bleeding? I think that's it. Ice crossbow is kind of in a weird spot where ideally you're just doing damage to a frozen target, but the monster won't be frozen forever. It will get diminishing returns and then it won't freeze at all. All right, let's lock it in. Let's lock it in. Tommy, let us know what you were doing today. If it was 20 minutes till dawn, is that what the 20 more minutes is? Cocoon should make this like pretty simple. The real question is, does he get frozen? Yes. I lagged. Does not stay frozen for very long. Is not getting frozen at all. There it is. It's already done being frozen. What's that lag? So freaking bad. I can't freeze him after that one time. My cocoon. Wasted freeze. It's like now we're just not allowed to freeze them. One. No way, he didn't even reach me? Can you please get frozen? There we go. Wow, okay. More Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii. Award-winning game, possibly. I still haven't really seen it. I'm just assuming because I've only ever heard good things. All right, next fight. I already forgot who this was. Scarecrow, I believe. I think this is easy for Icebow. Again, we may run into the same issue. What do you do when the freaking freeze doesn't work anymore? Cocoon is also pretty good in this fight if you remember you have it. Oh, wow, okay. So, our orbs, possibly an issue. I just stood there. I missed. Sucks. Caught me on the other side. Wow, good for you. No crit? Nah, I thought that would play out. Yeah, so it's walking into my lightning orbs and losing the freeze. Whoa! I got blown up. Well, melted, really. That's unfortunate. Rip streak. So what happened there is that getting hit by the one drizzle happened to completely like chain me into the next hits. My character like went up. That's how bad it was. Like it reversed gravity. The rain is going like down from the spout. How do I go up? Wow, it's been this combo every time. How did it take me up? It's the opposite of what should have happened, right? All right, how bad is this? Now I'm in the mode of like, I'm pissed off. I didn't deserve that. Probably not great, but it has to be better. All right, let me show you all how it's done. Boom, boom. Not me considering frostbite, because I literally have like no other damage option. Frostbite does like 1,000 damage, and my weapon does probably like 5,000. Or my weapon's gonna suck. That could also happen. You may think to yourself, V, why would you ever actually take Wrecking Ball on purpose? Ignore that. That's why you take the Wrecking Ball. Don't even talk to me about Wrecking Ball in Dead Cells. Not until you've done that. Bruh, I am just getting robbed here. It's gonna work. Ooh. Huge. How did that miss? Oh my god, I got another Toho. I interrupted the first one. And the game says you deserve another. You know, I'm better off just killing the ads, I think. Because this does damage to the boss. I'm having so much, like, difficulty hitting the boss. It's like, I may as well just do this. Why my ball fall off? Wait, it just vanished. My ball's just gone. That's a thing? They got me, chat. How does that happen? Just eat those. Ooh, with the pullback. What you know about Wrecking Ball? B, why do you have half HP? It's only first phase, by the way.
No. Look at that.
There we go.
We're dead.
Interrupt. Okay. I should just fight down here. Screw the boss. I mean, I can't go up anyway. Yeah, my ball just vanishes. I had a, use it before you lose it situation. Did not hit. Is there like a fake max limit? Like, it actually has a global range to it that you could completely outrun? Why is the platforms not back? After all this time, the platforms are still down. How is that possible? Oh, wow. I guess that's why. The game knows I ain't doing enough damage. Oh my god. I'm hearing parts of the soundtrack I've never heard before. Isn't this just the first boss? Uh-oh. Just Alt F4 now? Uh-oh. Why was that so bad? This the answer? Surely this fight is Wrecking Ball's fight. How is it not?